Hi everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise. I hope you guys are doing really well, best we can. So anyway, I have a really good question here from one of our dear bros, Mark Schroeder. So he wants me to look into did Trump sell secrets, military or otherwise, to Putin? And are there more of such things at little old Mar-a-Lago? Oh, that's right. This was in response to an email we've been going back and forth with, those 15 boxes that Trump took out of, with classified documents, took out of the White House when he moved. So anyway, of course, the National Records Association got wind of that. I don't know if it came through the January 6th committee or how exactly they found out. If you guys know, let me know. Drop it in the comments. But anyway, so that opened up this can of worms, and great questions, Mark. So I'll look at that, and then he wants to know if there's some underlying, or could this be the underlying reason why Putin is being so bold in this Ukraine thing? You know, like if Trump has given him secrets, right? Whew. So anyway, and then also, are the Russians using remote viewing to carry out their plans? Ooh. Or maybe we are too. Anyway, I'll look at these things. Let me drop the camera down and get started. Okay, so I'm going to use Ciro Marchetti's Kipper. And if the main man comes through, that will be Trump. And if the old gentleman or older man, whatever he's called, if he comes through, that'll be Putin. Because he's his bud, right? A supportive bud. So okay, so let's see. I'm pretty sure that it was the National Archives Records Administration's. I'm pretty sure it was their staff that I went and recovered or, retrieved whatever, those 15 boxes. I'm pretty sure I read that in, I subscribed to Heather Cox Richardson's, late nightly emails, newsletters where she recaps, history, things that are going on. She's an amazing historian, American historian. And her you can donate when you subscribe, but of course it's free as well, so you can always subscribe there. So it's Heather Cox COX Richardson. But I'm pretty sure I read that it, because I was surprised to see that it was the NARA that went in and got the files. So they had to have been directed by the January 6th committee. Either that or somebody flipped on Trump, right? Remember that song I kept hearing? We don't want to do your dirty work no more, like that one. Oh, okay. So anyway, did Trump either actually sell or I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, Mark. It's a great question you have, but I'm gonna add a little twist to it. Did Trump actually sell secrets to Putin? And I like your military or otherwise, or did he actually do it, or did he try to do it? Because I think I remember reading this with Debbie and Lisa in a live stream not too long ago, maybe even last week, or the week before, where someone brought up that question, and I thought that I got that that Trump didn't really get presidential briefings that were accurate because they knew ahead of time that he wasn't trustworthy. He had, what's his name, Lavrov, and that other guy, and that other big, disgusting guy in his, what was his name, Sergei Lavrov, and who's the other guy? I can't remember him. In the Oval Office the day after, or was it the same day? Was it the day after or the same day he was inaugurated? And we wouldn't even have known if it hadn't been that it came out on Russia TV, or Russian, like some Russian news network, right? So anyway, And of course, Obama had, he had the, what do you call the heads up? He had the alert that, Michael Flynn was not trustworthy, that Michael Flynn had been selling information or giving information to Paul Manafort. So there's all that ahead of time. But anyway, let's just see. Did he try to? And if he did try to, was he successful? Were they real secrets, fake secrets? Like, what happened? Let's just look at Trump and Putin and their transactional type of relationship around USA's military or other secrets. Okay, that should do it. That was a lot of shuffling, huh? Okay, bear with me. I'm going to do 10 cards to start, and it might be enough. What is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'll leave the cards up here in case I need more. Wow, there's some, maybe a payment. Let's just keep going. Let me go. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. There's Putin, and maybe even some other supportive woman involved with Putin. Is he married? I still have never looked. There's an exchange. I'm changing, you guys, I'm changing the money cards into, giving something. Here we go, and then here we have a gift. And these are military secrets. This would be military. This would be military. Okay, so this, giving, Knights up here to, I think Trump did actually get payment. I don't think, because you know him, he doesn't do anything for free. Unless he was forced. Okay. So this could be a payment from Putin and even another oligarch or another woman. If it's not a woman, this could just be a conglomerate of supportive, because these, they don't have to be people unless I assign them, and I did assign this to be Putin. Since the whole thing's about Trump, it doesn't surprise me. Well, but this is him. So if it's not a woman, of course this card has to do with confidence, because in the old days she was the gal that you'd go to share your secrets with. So that's how I'm going to read this. Supportive, secrets, paid, and then Putin's right here. And because the official person card, well, it's my yes card, my old dear friend, I haven't talked to her in a long time though, Lisette in Canada, she taught me that this card is the official, the card that says yes, it's a yes card. And then with Putin over here, it's like yes, Putin paid for gifts received from, this to me, for sure this is Trump. Now, this is also, this card in Kippur is also a card of violence. Violence, self-destruction. It can be sometimes a suicide card. But it's, a place where you have demands put upon you that you can't really deal with. And with the toil and labor card, that brings in that element of lots of little details. But then again, this is money laundering in here, right? Because this is like work on the backs of, human misery, being sold into slavery and then moved. Oh, man. So I have to say yes, yes he tried, or yes he Yes, he did. But now let me double check and see. Let me reshuffle and ask. Did he have any real secrets to offer? Did Trump actually have any real secrets to offer? Were his presidential daily briefings of anything truly valid? Because, you know, I'm wondering about that. I'm totally open to well, I always want the truth, only the truth. Did Trump actually have secrets to sell to Putin? Hold on. Yucks. Okay. Did Trump actually have national United States secrets to sell to Putin? Okay. Okay. So the high honors card, it has to do with, it can be a person's reputation, but it can also be like institutions. It's like an authority card. You know, like in the Lenormand, we have the little tower card, which are institutions. In this deck, it shows success. It shows public, like rewards or recognition, that type of thing. It can also be tall buildings. So this could be Trump Tower. Hold on, excuse me. This could be Trump Tower that he was working on to try and get funding for a long time. And this could have been, oh, hold on, you guys, I had to grab some water for a second. Okay, that's better. It snowed here. I've had snow the last couple of days and have had the heater on more than I normally do, and it gets to me. Even though I change the filter every 3 months. And I have air purifiers now, so there's that. But no, I'm still going to cough. So anyway, I guess I'm human. Trump Tower, he was working to try and get funding for. That was his ambition. This does not have to be a person. This is a card of ambition. And it knights up here to all forms of communication. But did he actually have anything to offer? Did he have, that's the question, is did he have any real information? Well, I mean, they're concerned about it, but let's see, what could, he would, being that he was put in that position of authority, you know, those presidential powers, he would have to have some, it makes sense to me. I don't know, you guys, you know, set me straight if I'm wrong on that, but I would think that he would need to have, because, you know, it's like that was always the scary part for me, like the whole, you know, football and biscuit thing, and the, you know, the ability to launch nuclear codes, things like that. Thank goodness, you know, but the only thing I could say for him is that, well, he's smart in a transactional way where he knows if he blows things up, he doesn't get money, and he doesn't want to die himself, but at least we had that. Okay, so with adjudication and this message of, so this would be a document. We've got documents here. But with this card, this has to do with some dispute. and someone who examines things before, the information comes out. So I kind of feel like I'm not sure that because look at here. I mean, look at here. Look at here, guys. This is our overseas card, right? So I think that things were examined. I think military generals and anybody that had the ability to put out the daily briefing for him, and before he got the communications, I remember in the beginning he wasn't reading anything, and he didn't want to sit for remember he would always bow out of the presidential daily briefings. So I have a feeling that they might have withheld, like if something negative came in, because these two bookends. Maybe it's just me wishful thinking. I'll draw some more cards. I'll do another layer over this, but it feels to me like there might have been some real concern, and they examined the documents, documents here, especially when it came to any overseas dealings, because they knew he was in bed with, they knew he had a bond with ambitious people that he thought that he could, get a Trump Tower going in over there. Now, on another level, if we leave Trump Tower out of this completely, with this card, this would be a reputation issue that they were very concerned about, that he didn't have those high honors or high reputation. And so they would go over things and go, okay, well, what do we share with him so he feels it's kind of like what they did with Trump's dad when he, once he had Alzheimer's, he would still go to the office and demand to sign whatever contracts and papers, and like I'm the big important guy. So his secretary, they kept the secretary on even though the guy couldn't do anything. His brain was just gone. So they would put papers in front of him to, to sign, so he felt important. She would just type up stuff and, whatever. And he would do his thing, and then he would not be so mean when he got home. So there's that same manipulation going on here is what I'm seeing. And they worked to, to hold this line of success. I think that they had confidential information coming in about him all the time from overseas. These two cards here. Yeah. And this other layer here of somebody that was very ambitious and worked really hard to intercept overseas information that could have been shared through Trump, because I don't get that they trusted him. But let me draw some more cards here. Yeah. Exactly. They distracted him. Oh, and here he is. They literally, just without even seeing the card, distracted him. Oh, now that's interesting. They could have distracted Ivanka too. Wow. Because that makes sense because she was so close, right? Yeah, and then the other thing too, we know it's easy to go there. It's just logical to me that he was really doing nothing he was doing whatever he wanted, which most of all was running his business from the White House, even though he acted like he didn't. But that's what they were all doing. And that's where his thoughts were. So it was easy for him to be distracted. And he definitely would have stolen any documents. And I think that Ivanka would have too. They would have stolen anything to have the money come through. Let's do another layer. Okay, so there was a community of what? A community of deception. Yeah, okay. A community of deception to keep him poor with what? With information, with gifts that he could give to Putin? Yeah, that's right. Wow. Wow. So all of this tells me that we might not even know who these people are until they're safe, right? Because right now, it'd be like a whistleblower who's not totally safe. And I think there was a big community of people who he still kind of has control over because they're afraid, right? Like as if they don't know. They're thinking logically that it's possible that he could get back in. We know that he's not going to, or I believe he's not going to. I could be wrong, but I believe he's not going to. But meanwhile, imagine all these people behind the scenes who were protecting us and watching this crazy man, John Bolton. The mustache dude, right? Was it John Bolton? I think it's John Bolton. Kerry, the guy. Kerry? Is that the guy's name? Kelly? Kelly? Who was the guy? The guy that looked like a fox. The military guy. Is he a general? What was he? I forget. I'm thinking of these guys that are, they were there around him and in the news, and now they're gone. Maybe they'll come through again at some point. But I think there was a group of people, a community that hid information from him, right, and created this, like I said, poverty for him because they didn't trust him. Okay, so that answers that. So I feel complete there with that one. So the other question, well, we could ask why is Putin being so bold with this Ukraine thing? All right, let's get Trump out of this. Shazam, right? It's a private joke with my friend Jean and I. Okay, so Putin. Why is Putin being so bold right now with this Ukraine thing? Why is Putin being so bold? Interesting. So that's him. Okay. I have to, like I said, do some more cards, but well, my logical brain wants to say, all dictators and born psychopaths, sociopaths, their brains don't work correctly. And then thoughts. But, okay, so he's down here. Oligarchs are up here. Ambitious oligarchs are hanging over him, and he's just thinking of, what? Communications? How he can steal? Now, this could be plans. These two cards together combined could be plans, knighting these two cards together. Could be because the thoughts card is strategy, concentration and focus into something that is a deep, something you want to solve, like a problem you want to solve. But on another level, it can be a little bit obsessive. But so this shows him. So Putin, obsessed. He might not understand, because this is behind his back, he might not understand how deeply obsessed he is with money. But then again, we have the oligarchs up here hanging over him. So he's not only obsessed with his money, but what money he can produce for them, because they actually are controlling him, whether he knows it or not. And I don't know if you guys watched my last week's video, or it's the video for this week that I uploaded on Friday night. You guys got it Saturday at midnight, like always, on the USA's foreign relations, economy, all that. And I did add a layer in there just for Putin, and it came out that at some point he will most likely be assassinated. And my friend Jane, she's very psychic, and she gets the same thing. So, okay, that's here, and he has to answer to someone else, and who are those someone else's? There's that confirmation there. And he's concerned about the communications that they get, and see how this knight's up here? He's worried about being poor, but he's also thinking, I've got this whole community of people that can make money for us, and we just take it from them. This whole line here, this ambition here, and then we've got money laundering here, right? Out over the water, all this foreign money built on the backs of human misery, and keeping all these greedy, hungry, awful people. And then here, and that's the whole line there. So why is he being so bold with the Ukraine thing? Because he's greedy. Because he, deep down inside, has a belief in lack that he doesn't, is probably very unconscious of. And so he's willing to steal from, I'm going to say this is Russia, this is, Ukraine, this is any other country he wants to, invade and take, like he did with Crimea. And he's always planning and thinking of all these so-called legal ways he can do that and bring the money right into his coffers, into his personal space. So I don't know that it's totally related. I don't feel like it's related to military secrets. So I have to say, I just don't think. I don't think so. I don't think it's in any way related. No, definitely not. It's not. That's a no card. Okay. So the last question Mark has, are Russians using remote viewing to carry out their plans? Well, let's use a stick. This maybe Lenormand. Oops, I'm sorry. Let me hold it there for a second so you can see. It's by Ryan Edward if you like it. Okay. All right. Do Russians use remote viewing to carry out their plans? Do they have a group of psychics that do remote viewing to get military secrets or otherwise? Do they use remote viewing? Okay. Let me do 14 cards. 2, 3, 4. Oops. And this one right here. Okay. Oh, there we have the secrets. Okay, secrets. That flow intuitively. Ooh, money. Yeah, what else? Why else, right? This, to me, has always been my homeland card. Oh, but there's a coffin there. So there's like an ending, change, but then this could be going back and forth. Let me just get these laid out. Got the key. Again, the greedy secrets, they just want the money. The pig, the mice, the tree, that could be the major branches. To remote view into documents. We've got the handshake. dueling and the stars. So that would be a web of people that are connected. And then at the bottom of the deck, that's my little Predator card, along with the heart. Yeah, I don't know if that matters. Let's see. The little Predator card, of course, would be Putin, but he's also my little Cupid card because he's because he has a round face and he's short, but he's very short. So if you happen to have a round face and you're short, please do not compare yourself with him at all. Nobody compares to that greedy little monster. So anyway, this is a yes card. This is a connection card. Secrets, yes, there's a key in. There's a connection to get inside the web of secrets and even look at documents. There's a conflict. So this tells me, this tells me that we have, I'm thinking that because this is our card. This is USA's, safety and security. And I didn't get the mountain card, though, to show any obstacle to it. But it looks to me like some changes maybe in the past have ended because we're in control up here. There's a negation with the mice to the, well, it could be to the security, because these are little thieves, but they leave trail, that's why I drew in the little mouse poops here to remind me that, like, they leave little trails behind them. They're not like the fox that comes in and just takes something. The mice leave little trails behind so you can see who they are. So if it's cyber attacks or actual people remote viewing, you know what, you guys, I honestly, I think what I'm getting here is that they don't even need to do remote viewing anymore because they can spy on people cyber-wise and other, and go in and get little pieces of information. And they have partnerships with some people in high positions to get in. Because this is the getting in to secrets right here. And monetary and otherwise, there's a flow of money because people are being paid. Right here, these two cards night together. People are being paid high dollar. Yeah. Remember Snowden, right? Like we all got to ask, like, why is he safe in Russia? Why has he been safe in Russia all these years? Right? Okay, so there's that. Yeah, go work for the NSA and then get paid a whole bunch and go through everything you have to go. And then pretend you're a whistleblower. Now, if you're for Snowden, all right, I'll just lose some, if you want to leave and unsubscribe over that. But I've always felt that the guy was a sneaky little fox that got in. And maybe he did, the cool thing, though, that he, well, I don't know. Were they really spying on all of us? Like, is there really a huge branch of the government that employs people to watch us? Like, how boring would that be? Which is what he was alleging to. But maybe he was right. Maybe he did expose something. This isn't about Snowden, but I'm saying this right here. Documents, handshake, deal together, paid, right? Now, on another level, well, no, it's the same level. Somebody in a high position within this doesn't have to be our government, but this is our security. Because the little tower card would have been our government. But the safety and security has to do with money flowing out, but there's a trail left behind. I don't know, you guys. There's something dark here. So this flow of money that goes this way to the secrets, and there's a key to unlock that door, and it's cyber. It's online, and they can fly into the nest and get the information and come back out. The stork comes and goes, and there's some, there's an agreement here because of the money flow. Because these guys are little thieves, and they hide. And then there's this system, this branch, this big, this is like, this card, the tree rules the brain, and it's big systems of, big branches of, well, security organizations. But then with the coffin up here, this could be this card comes in sometimes for me when I'm reading for people, and it has to do with like a server. This could be a server. The coffin is usually, an ending that's painful, but this could be a server. Like that server in Trump Tower that was getting pinged. What was it? Something like, I can't even remember how many. I shouldn't say. Was it 28,000 times over a period of a month in August, when that first, well, it was even before he got in. That's right, it was the year before he got in. So in August of 2016, and then, I always thought it was money laundering, wire transfers. That's what I always thought. But this could be a server that sends information, and there's someone to retrieve it. This isn't good. This isn't good because we've got the money, we've got the motive. Money motive. We've got the theft, little pieces of information within a big system. This is a possible server. Goodness. But as far as remote viewing, I honestly think if it was remote viewing that they were focusing in on, I think I would have gotten the card that has the eyeball on it, like this deck, for like the watching, but I didn't. I didn't. Let's see if I try harder. No, I don't think they have to do that anymore. See, cyber. Again, the goal, I think the goal has shifted, right? The goal to steal what they want has shifted into cyber. They no longer need to pay a bunch of psychics. No, it was all broken apart. That was all broken apart before. So, okay, well, that was an interesting little exploration, except for the fact that somebody in our government, and who knows who the heck they are, take a better psychic than me to figure out who the heck they are. Maybe you guys can hit up Debbie on Freebird Spirit. She gets visions. Or maybe we can try that today in my live stream with her. But I don't know if I'll get this video uploaded before I get to that live stream. So, but I'll ask her. I'll put that in the hopper. Let's see if she gets anything. Okay. All right, I'm going to close this up, you guys. Take good care, and thanks, Mark, for the awesome questions. Bye.